Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome to the Wilderness Podcast. We're on episode 22. Today's February 8th, 2017. I'm Dills. Over there's Deagin. Deagin, say hi.
Hello?
There he is.
Oh, sorry. I guess my mic didn't.
What's going on?
I guess it didn't pick up the first time.
Oh well. How's your week?
Oh God. Pretty funky, I should say. So,
Funky, groovy.
So I think last week's episode I mentioned probably more times I'd like to admit that I was sick. And actually the night after recording was probably one of the worst nights I've ever had. Like
the night after, okay.
Yeah, like we recorded and then I tried going to bed like right afterwards. And holy shit, like I was just so sick. Just like super like
bedridden sick?
Oh yeah, like I like my fever, like I had like the fucking hottest fever ever. It was just, I don't have a thermometer so I couldn't check, but
yeah, okay.
So like, I don't know, dude.
Let me ask you a quick question though. You'll probably answer it.
Yeah.
But you live by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? Like
you just suffer.
You just die in bed?
Yeah. So I missed a day and a half of school. Like I ended up just like going at one of my classes, but yeah, like that one specific night I was super sick. And I was going to say, like, usually if I was ever that sick, I was like at home and like someone would make me chicken noodle soup and like it was, you know, everything was taken care of. I would just kind of suffer in bed and, you know, someone would like take care of me, but like there was no one. So I had to like, and I had like no chicken noodle soup. I had like nothing I could easily eat while I was sick. And I was like laying in bed, like just like sweating and coughing and like fucking nose constantly running. And I had no like anti-cold medication, I guess. I had nothing, right? Cause usually I don't need to take medication. I can just suffer through it. And I'm like, yeah, this is fine. And, man, at one point it was like 4 a.m. and I couldn't sleep because like, well, we finished probably at like 7 or something, 7 or 8. And so I went to like, I laid down at like 8, like at night. And I was like, I guess if you lay down for so long, I haven't had this, but like your body starts to hurt. Like maybe it's the positions I was sleeping in or something, but like,
getting bed sores?
Yeah, like that's what it felt like. Like my back was super sore. And usually when I do get like a fever, my back does hurt, which is weird, but yeah, it kind of felt like bed sores, like just like spots on my body were hurting a lot. And I couldn't sleep because I was in pain and, you know, I was sick. There was like a point where my head was so hot that like my brain actually felt like I could feel the heat in my brain and it like was painful, where I was like, this might be too high of a temperature where most people would go to a hospital, but I had no idea of knowing. And
that's what I'd be worried about.
Yeah, I was worried about brain damage and shit. And dude, I don't know if I was dreaming or having hallucinations, but like some fucking weird shit was going through my head, like throughout that whole night.
Jesus Christ, okay.
It was
here. Elaborate a bit.
Like the only thing I can really remember and say specifics was like, it was something about me being Asian, but I'm not Asian. Like, I was like...
Okay, so yeah, there's a good probability that this never happened.
Of course, no, but like, I don't know. I was laying in bed at one point, and then I was like, I realized that I was thinking to myself in like not actual Chinese language, like a Mandarin. Like it was like, it sounded Asian, but I don't know any language. I barely know French. I barely know English. Come on, let's be real. And I kind of realized, like, man, what the fuck am I thinking about? I'm not even thinking about things in English. What's wrong with me? And I like was like, just kept like, just like thinking like, oh, I'm so sick, but like, and thinking of myself as like an Asian person. I don't know how to explain it. It was super fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know, but it was weird. Like I kept like imagining myself as like a fucking Asian guy. Like everything I was doing when I was Asian. Like I'm not Asian. Why do I keep? And it kept slipping back in like a weird like thought loop. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, I could only think of like 5 specific things, and they're all something about me being Asian, and it was really weird. But I remember at one point I was like, man, I like this is getting really bad. I gotta cool off my head. And I didn't know what to do, and because it's Canada and it's cold as fuck out, this like past 2 weeks, it's been so cold. I opened up my blinds to my balcony door, and I just stood there. And I don't know if I was naked. I don't know if I was naked or my fucking tighty whities or something. But I was just kind of there, and I just had my forehead against the door, like the glass door. And holy shit, it felt so good. And I probably did that for like an hour, and then I felt like way better after doing that. So I like turned my fan on and blasted it at my forehead, and then I like finally was able to fall asleep for like an hour. And I was just so like after we recorded, I think I was in bed for like almost 3 days straight. I left my apartment once at that point. Like thankfully I didn't have class every single day, but yeah, like I left my apartment once because it was like day 2, and I realized I hadn't eaten in 2 days because I had no appetite. I couldn't eat, so I fucking walk to the mall because there's like a grocery store there, and I like go in and I buy soups and shit. Yeah, and then like ate them, but like man, like I could barely like. You know you're too sick. You know you're sick when you're too sick to fucking play RuneScape. Like I would sit down, I'd load in and be like, no, I can't. I seriously can't.
Yeah, this is not fun.
Yeah, and just dizzy spells on dizzy spells. If I wasn't laying down, I would be really dizzy.
No, I know exactly what you went through.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty. And then I think it was like Sunday or something. Actually, Sunday I like started feeling better. And
nice, that's good.
Like now I just have like a bit of a cough, and
yeah,
you know, it's not too bad. But on top of that, so I think it was that night we recorded, I got up in the morning and I was like, fuck, I really should go to the doctor's, and I didn't. So I wait the next day, and I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling a bit better. I'm gonna go look up a walk-in. And I've never actually like looked up on Google reviews any doctor clinics, because like,
yeah,
you know, growing up, we had one family doctor that we always went to. You know, I went to one.
No, it's definitely good to get some reviews, because, like, I've been to some places where I was just like, honestly, like, I went to a clinic because I was sick, and then, like, I immediately went to another one afterwards because I just didn't trust the doctor as much. I just didn't feel like he was too invested or cared at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a vibe I got.
Yeah, and so I look up all the areas within, like, a 5-mile radius, and because I'm, like, in a little shitty city. It's like a development city, kind of. It's not really a city. It's a college town. So there's some things about the town that's really good, and then other things, like I guess the doctors and the walk-in clinics, that are really bad.
Yeah, okay.
Because the general people that live here are college students. In my area specifically, like elderly, like really old people, or you know, if they're not either one of those, they're a crackhead. So I guess they're not too worried about their walk-in clinics, but yeah, all of them had like 2-star or 1-star reviews. And
that's weird.
I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the closest one, because I'm not gonna take the bus, because like I'm so sick right now. I'm just gonna walk. It's a 10-minute walk, fuck it. And I walk down to it, and I go in, and the place is super fucking dirty, and I'm like, this is nasty. Not letting this guy touch me with any of their needles. No, this is gross. Go in. Doctor's like, all right, let me check you out, and I explain, you know, my symptoms. And also, this happened before, but usually when I get really sick, my jaw hurts. And
okay,
I looked that up actually like during this sickness, and they're like, yeah, it's because I get really stressed out when I'm sick because I hate it. So I guess I clench my jaw like constantly, and especially in my sleep. So I guess that's why my jaw would hurt. But I go in, I talk to the doctor, and I'm like, explain my symptoms. I'm like, yeah, I had one night where like my fever was really high, like to the point where it was like in pain from it. He's like, yeah, that'll happen. Now let me look. And he like, I open up my mouth, he like shines a light, looks at me, like literally like a 5-second review. Doesn't even like look in my ear or do my breathing or anything. He's like, oh yeah, it's just a minor cold. You'll get over it. And he just sends me out, and I'm like, okay, so I guess this whole thing was just a minor cold. What the fuck?
You'd be like, okay, can we talk about my immune system then?
Yeah.
'Cause it fucking hit me hard.
Yeah, for real. I was like, this guy's fucking shitty. Anyways, so then after that, like I start feeling better, but then I notice my jaw is like really fucking sore. So now it's like Monday, and like I'm not like I have like the sniffles and a little bit of cough, but like nothing to complain about. But my jaw is like in so much pain to the point where like I'm waking up in the middle of the night and I can't, like just from the pain, and I can't eat. I can't open up my mouth and shit. Like I'm still drinking soup and stuff because I can't open up my mouth. Like legit, like to brush my teeth, I'd have to like open up my mouth like just so I can fit the toothbrush in between my teeth. And like, oh fuck, this hurts. Holy shit, this hurts. And I'd like quickly do it. And
when's the last time you've been to the dentist?
Oh, a while ago. A little
like when you say a while ago, do you mean like, yeah, I should probably go?
Oh yeah, I should definitely go. It's been at least.
I would definitely recommend that just because.
It
could be something because like especially if you have a jaw clenching or teeth grinding problem.
Oh yeah,
I apparently do. Like I do a bit, but like apparently I do it in my sleep. And I didn't know, and I also didn't know that causes cavities because like I'd always go to the dentist and I always get cavities, and I'm just like, fuck, man, I brush my teeth all the time. Like I try to cut back on sugar. Like I don't drink soda pop anymore. Like I don't understand. And then one day he's like, oh yeah, like you should get a guard then because you clench your teeth a lot.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I just want to say this real quickly. I had this weird dentist once. I only went to him one time, and it was like a new person, any place. He came up though, and he was just really creepy. And then he told me to like clench my teeth, and he felt like where the muscle, like where the bulge is. Mm-hmm. When you clench your teeth, you can kind of feel it on your cheek.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my goodness, this is like the biggest muscle I ever felt. And he called in all the other assistants to come rub them.
What the fuck?
And I was just like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I should be proud of this or not.
See, that's the dentist I'd go back to because he takes a real interest in that.
Well, I'll just quickly say, ended up they tried to charge me like $5,000 or like $3,000 without telling me. Like I was like 18 at the time, and I had never paid for it. My dad always kind of covered it and stuff, or our dad, and
health insurance and whatnot.
Fucking yeah, I didn't really. I just went there. Everything else was taken care of. I get a call from them fucking 3 months later, and the girl's like really bitchy. I'm at work. She's saying like, you owe us $3,000. We're going to collections, and I was like, $3,000. I'm working minimum wage at a Canadian Tire. I don't have $3,000. You guys never told me anything about this. What the fuck's going on? And I ended up having to call the government and like get them involved, and eventually never heard from them again. So,
yeah, that's kind of sketchy.
That's why I never went back.
But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, my jaw like hurt a lot, and I was eventually able to open up enough to like look in my own mouth. And it's my fucking wisdom teeth are coming in. That's all it is.
Oh.
And I remember being like all through at high school and shit. Every time I went to the dentist, that was one of the first things I asked were like, will I need these removed? Because you know what I mean? Like I really like,
yeah.
If I need them removed, I could have had them removed when I was younger. And the dentists always said like, oh no, these are going to grow in fine. Don't worry about it. You'll just get like as if your molars are coming in, that kind of pain.
Yeah.
And I remember that shit when I was a kid, when like my molars and stuff came in or whatever. That shit was awful. But yeah, that's all it is. My fucking wisdom teeth are coming in. And I mean, now my jaw is good.
That shit taken out then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to, apparently. Like I asked them like obsessively pretty much, and they always.
If you haven't gone in recently, I've had the same problem. They never said it, and then eventually it was hurting a lot, and then I went in, and then I had a doctor say, oh yeah, you need to take them out. He showed me x-rays why you need to take them out, and you could definitely see why. You're like, oh, yeah, this shit's not going to grow in straight at all. It's like going to fuck up all my teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm I'm trying to find a good dentist because all the ones around me are like 2 stars and shit, right? So I've been in the process of that just to make sure because it hurt a lot, and I heard if your jaw hurts like a fuck ton from it, one of your things could be impacted. One of your wisdom teeth can be impacted, and like that's when it fucks your jaw up, and it'll like make your jaw grow in a fucked up way.
True.
And then that's generally why people get their wisdom teeth taken out, because like eventually it just does something to your jaw, and it like makes it come out, or it makes it grow, or like fucking it can like deform your jaw. But
yeah, you could also probably get an infection too.
Oh yeah, but like, yeah, my jaw is like.
I think Cleopatra died from that.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I don't know. My jaw is not too bad now. It's pretty good, but I'm in the process of like looking up a dentist and shit.
Yeah, I would do it. Or if you come down in the area, I know a few or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
good to hear you're doing better at least.
Yep. Other than that, like games I've been playing, not too much. I've been playing like Dark Souls 3 again because on release there was some fucking weird bug with the game, and it would like every time I went to a bonfire, my game would crash. So yeah, when I was playing that game, I'd have to I'd have to walk backwards to the bonfire and like tag it in a really weird way. And if I saw the bonfire at all, my game would crash. And then then eventually I just got sick of it, right? So I stopped playing. And I heard they had a fix. Actually a long ass time ago. I just never got around to like actually playing it again. But now I'm playing Dark Souls again and been fishing on RuneScape. That's about it.
Cool. Just AFK fishing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Some golf with your friends, the fucking best game in the world.
You did what?
Have you ever heard Golf with Your Friends?
Never heard of it. Nope.
It's like it's an early access game on Steam. It's like $6 or something. And it's literally just like mini golf, but with your friends and stuff. You just control the ball and there's mini golf courses. They actually just had an update where they added a new map yesterday.
Okay, so just exactly how it sounds.
Yeah. But like, man, if you have a group of buddies and you don't know what to play, that is the perfect game. It's so fucking fun to just like chill and play with your friends.
Sure,
like,
I can see that.
Man, I probably have like 15 hours or something clocked into it, just like playing with my buddies and us dicking around having a good time. But yeah, other than that, like, I don't think anything too special. Like, For Honor is coming out. Open beta is coming out soon, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, I never even heard of that game till you told me earlier before the podcast. Just checked it out. Looks fucking dope.
Oh man, I love those medieval...
Explain it a little bit.
It's like a medieval fighting game. Think of it as like chivalry, I guess. Like a chivalry system with like a better fighting system, I guess. So,
yeah, like I always kind of... way I always would explain is like kind of like a Call of Duty, but medieval days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they have like...
In a sense.
They have arenas, so they have like 1-on-1s. They might have 2-on-2s. Then they also just have like their regular game modes. Yeah, like a lot like how Chivalry is set up. But the combat's way smoother, and you can do more shit instead of just, 3 different types of attacks like you can in Chivalry. Like there's actually like... You can throw people and, do all these... I don't know, it's like more of a skillful game. I'm going to try it out.
Yeah, that sounds badass.
Yeah, it looks really good, so I'm going to try it out. But yeah, like other than that, nothing really too much. Just been like, I'm still trying to look for like a really fucking good story game. And I've been having some issues with that. Like, I got this game called Her Story. Which is like, it's
okay.
as if you're a detective going through a database and you're just like looking at videos of like interviews with this one girl. And it's like, you have to kind of figure out, like, you have no idea what the fuck it's about. And you kind of find out it's about a murder. And like, it's interesting, but at the end of the day, all you're doing is you're listening to what they're saying and then typing in words that they said into the database to find more videos. And, like, I don't know how,
True.
like, how the fuck do you beat the game? Do you just find the last video? Do you have to read all, like, go through all the, like, I have no idea. And played that for like 2 hours, and I'm like, this is kind of boring. Like, I'm just fucking
Put in work.
It's just like YouTube. That's it.
Okay, sure.
But other than that, yeah, nothing really. Got 81 fishing, but
cool.
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah, not bad. What about you?
Me. Start with my real life. Nothing I can think of really. I'm trying to quit smoking, and I bought a vape. So we're fucking vaping it up.
Vape Natio.
But no, it is actually helping a lot. I haven't had a cigarette in like a week.
Oh, shit, nice.
I had a puff of one today because I was really craving one. But, so I had one. It did feel nice, but it made me feel like shit afterwards. Like I felt sick.
Yeah.
I took a huge puff. I just want one puff, man. Took a giant one. But, yeah, so that's pretty cool. I tried to upgrade my hard drive on my PlayStation 4 because I had the default 500 gigs. And that shit's always maxed out. Whenever I wanted to play a game, I had to delete, like, a bunch of other games.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't have any space on it. So I bought a 2 terabyte one. I upgraded it. And I like to think I know what I'm doing with computers since I do them a lot, but I don't. And I fucking deleted everything off of it. Fucking wiped my... Like, I was trying to transfer it from one hard drive to another, and I fucking ended up just like wiping him and like just lost everything. So that sucks, especially because I was playing Final Fantasy like hard, and the day before it I had like played it for like 4 hours straight and I was like impressed. I got like 56 hours playtime. Like sweet. Fucking all wiped. I'm just like, okay.
So is that it for you? Are you done playing it?
I'm playing it again. I'm like 3 hours in because I was really enjoying that game, and I was doing like tons of side quests. Like I was not even that far, but I was kind of interested in the story.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play it again because 56 hours in, and I was like still going hard on the side missions and shit, like with Fallout and stuff.
Yeah.
I usually start getting burnt out, and then I just like hard drive the story, and then I usually might quit for a bit.
Yep.
So I'm not getting that feeling at all. So that's great.
That's shitty though.
Pretty fun. Yeah, it is shitty. I lost tons of shit. Luckily I play a lot of online games, so I didn't lose too much. But
Yeah.
Fucking I also bought Warhammer Vermintide because I remember seeing it a long ass time ago, like a trailer. I was like, oh, this looks badass.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It remind me of like a Left 4 Dead, but with medieval items and shit, and with rats instead of zombies. But, so I played a bit of that, and it's a pretty fun game, but the only problem is I didn't realize it's been out for so fucking long, and everyone's really good.
Oh,
so
God.
it's a little intimidating. Like I go in, always the lowest player, and like I don't know any of the maps, and everyone knows what to do, but it's pretty fun. Like what I like about it, it's just imagine Left 4 Dead, but one thing that I like about it is at the end, you kind of have you open up like a loot chest depending on how well you did and stuff, and you can get like new weapons and shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of love that RNG. So yeah, that's about it. I've just been like exhausted with work and stuff. So yeah, I just didn't get up to too much.
Yeah, just
RuneScape,
the grind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I did on RuneScape. I finally got a master clue.
Nice. Have you?
And I have to do Morning's End Part 2.
Oh, good luck.
Well, I had to do Morning's End Part 1 and 2. Yeah, I did number 1. I'm using Slayer Music's guide, and you're right, it's a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
The only problem I don't entirely like is, like, I want to listen to the audio of it, so I can't really listen to, like, music or podcasts or anything like that in the background.
Yeah.
But Morning's End Part 2, and the problem is, like, I was going hard, and I got, like, halfway through it, and then I got off, and I'll finish it tomorrow, and so for literally, like, I'll log in, I'm like, okay, let's go fucking do whatever I'm doing. Log in, see I'm doing Morning's End Part 2, and just like, all right, I'll do it in 5 minutes, and I fucking go watch YouTube videos, or I go scroll, like, look at shit on Reddit.
Yeah.
Or I, like, just do whatever, right? Open my phone, and, okay, I'll just do something on my phone real quick. Next thing you know, I've been standing in the same fucking spot for 2 hours.
Yeah. See,
so,
everyone
hated
Morning's End Part 2. I mean, I think I finished that in like 50 minutes or something. It's a long, annoying quest, but like, yeah, some people like get really fucked. Like, there's that one part you have to climb the wall. I don't know if you've done any of it.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing is, like, you gotta just... The whole thing's a puzzle, right? It's like a fucking...
Okay.
It's a 50-minute long puzzle. That's the whole game. That's the whole quest. And you have to, like, set up the lights so they, like, all hit these certain things. And you have to, like, go to these certain... It's really weird. But there's this one part... Like, there's one part where you have to crawl or climb across, like, a broken wall, like an agility obstacle.
Yeah.
And people say that, like, they fail, like, 17, 18 times doing it. And you have to go over the thing, like, 3 times or 4 times. To like to do it, you have to go and tag it and get an item from it, and you have to go back and do something again. But
true.
Yeah, it's really weird. You got these colored prisms, but yeah, like that's probably the worst part of the quest. And I mean, I failed 3 times, and 2 times were when I was actually leaving the area, so me falling didn't actually fuck me over. But it is annoying because like. Pretty much to do it, you're gonna have to bring like your full graceful and then drop your mourner's end gear once you enter the place because you need the inventory space. Like you need a lot of inventory space. Like the quest guy,
right?
He pretty much has the setup pretty well. I mean, the food I brought like Summer's pies and shit for food, and I would boost before I did the agility obstacle. But if you fuck up and you have to go back and get your mourner's end gear before you can go back into the room. Which is...
Right, okay.
That's the shitty part. But, like, I mean, I didn't have that issue. You probably won't have that issue. It's just, like, a lot of, like... You just gotta, like, really pay attention to what he's doing. Like, when I was doing it, I had someone pop into Discord and talking to me. And I was like, yo, hold on, dude. Sorry, I gotta really pay attention for this. Alright, man. Yo, dude. So then he would, like, keep on talking. I'm like, man, chill, hold on. I really have to listen to this. I have 10 minutes left of this quest. And if I fuck up... I'm gonna have to backtrack 10 minutes to find out where I fucked up. Alright, dude. Yo, so what do you think? What item should I be flipping on Rinskit? And he would just keep on going. And I was like, alright, I'm not gonna tell him I'm gonna mute him. I'm just gonna mute him and do this quest. Like,
yeah, I'll be right back in a bit. That's what I would say.
Yeah. But, it's nice getting that shit done. You should just man up and do it. You'll never have to do it again.
Just, I just sit on and I'm just like, fuck my life. And you know what? Like, I kind of disappointed myself a little bit. Like, as I'm doing Morning's End Part 2, Morning's End 1 and Part 2, I'm just like, man, these quests look like the shit that I'm skipping by and kind of ignoring looks kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what they're talking, but there's a lot of dialogue being exchanged, and I saw some capital letters and shit. I think some shit's going down in the chat log, like, you know what I mean, in the fucking storyline.
Yeah.
It seems like what I'm trying to say is it seems like a really cool story that, like, and it's kind of a long story. It leads from all the way from, I believe, Biohazards, the first one, all the way to Morning's End Part 2, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's all connected.
Yeah, and there's a shit ton of quests in between, and, like, I don't really have that much of an idea what's going on, and as I'm doing Morning's End Part 2, I'm like, man, this temple looks pretty fucking intense. Like, what the fuck's going on in here? I really wish I was paying attention more.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know, I don't really have as much time. I just want to blast through this. So.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I know tons of people are fucking in the same situation. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They're interested in the lore, but don't really have the time to sit through it. And sometimes the dialogue's pretty dry, so.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's something we're definitely thinking about.
Yeah, some of the quests are interesting. I mean, I don't know exactly what the quest is about, but I think completing that, you get the Death Talisman if you're an Iron Man.
Yeah, you do.
And you unlock, like, the Death Altar, I guess, but...
Yeah, that's why I need it, because I need to get into the Death Altar.
Yeah.
For the clue scroll, so...
See, that's the one thing that I'm kind of happy about. I never need there's no quest requirements anymore for me. That's not a thing. I've done all the quests.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Now I just worry about the levels and items and stuff.
For the most part, I never have to worry about it. It's just the odd one. And sometimes it's quests I don't even think about, like Cold War.
Yep.
I had to do that for one of the clues, and I was like, fuck, I forgot this even existed.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that quest. It's too silly for me. It's way too fucking silly.
Yeah, that's the issues, I guess.
I mean, I guess it answered one of my childhood questions on why the fuck are there penguins dressed up as a sheep? in the sheep shearer's quest, you know? I always wondered
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Not now, I know.
Thinking, pretty sure that was my week right there. Pretty sure that was it.
Not bad.
I got my elite clue scroll from a lava dragon, so
Oh, yeah?
that's pretty sweet. I got PK'd or attempted PK'd like a shit ton of times. I fucking got cocky and I like 2 peers attacked me. They're like level 50s and like level 50 and level 70. So I'm level 105, 96 strength, baby. And it's kind of pathetic that I didn't even kill one of them. But like I started running and I brought a DDS with me because I was like, so I could fight back a bit because a few times I died and I had no chance of just anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll bring a DDS just to scare them a bit. And I almost killed them a few times, but fucking I ended up just having to run. I ran out of food and I escaped with 2 health. Little boring story, but I was pretty fucking pumped getting away with 2 fucking health.
Damn, dude.
And that's why I always bring a glory, because I was able to teleport at level 30 wilderness.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch. I want to max my account and then just do that shit to people. Just fucking like kill PvEers. 'Cause how are you gonna run from a maxed account, you know?
Oh, I did it. I got away a few times.
Yeah, but if they have ice barrage and shit, you know, that's...
It's just like you can eat. Like it's just. I don't know. It's fun. It was fun getting chased. It was kind of exciting because it's not like you're doomed. Like every time I thought I was doomed, and I was like, I should just stand here. No, I'll keep running. And then I was able to like get distance, and I was like, holy fuck, you know what I mean? So pretty cool.
My one buddy was actually telling me because he fucking hates skilling, right? And he just got 99 strength.
Sure.
Like his total level is really low, but he's got high combat stats. He's like almost 120. And he's got like 50 agility. And I was like, dude, just fucking do some agility. You're gonna have to do it soon. Just get it. Because he needs 70 to do Arma. Yeah. And I was trying to convince him to do that. And so he went to like the wilderness agility course or something. And he was like, I was like on Discord with them. In 10 minutes of him doing agility, he got bored and then just DDS spec'd some random person at the course with them and just left. It's like, God damn it, dude, just fucking skill for an hour or something. Why?
Equipped you with a bow and no fucking arrows?
Yeah. Gonna make sure he can't kill people.
That's pretty funny. No, I can definitely see it because sometimes like skilling is like it's just there's a time and place for it.
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, I don't really know what to do on RS. Like, I don't want to NMZ and shit. Like, I'm pretty low on money just from, like, getting my magic up. It's not even 85 yet. I fucking hate bursting, man. I hate it.
Why?
Because if I'm not hitting 9 things, I get really annoyed with it. Like, I can't just AFK.
Really?
Because if you AFK, the amount of experience you gain is, like, 160k to, like, 100k. Like, you lose so much.
Yeah, it's like 120, 130.
Man.
Like what I would do, I would literally just play League of Legends on the other one, and I would just drink my prayer when I need to. Every now and then I would attack one if one was walking away and shit, but I'd like just like left it on like that, and then I'd just play League of Legends, and like I would have my account going for like 4 or 5 hours straight. It was a lot of money, but I loved it because it was so AFK.
Man, I found that like if I wasn't micromanaging everything I was hitting, I'd look at my computer and I'd be hitting 2. I'd be ice barraging like 2 monkeys when I could be hitting 9. I'm like, oh, can't be doing that.
Oh yeah, then again, you're doing Monkey Madness too. I always did the Monkey Madness 1 area.
Yeah. And like,
so even still,
I don't know. It was still, yeah, it was just like really fucking annoying. So I think I'll just stun elk. It's really click intensive, but definitely more engaging.
Is there so for the Monkey Madness 2 area, they're not skeletal monkeys, right? They don't respawn where their bones are, right?
No. They're maniacal.
So
they're like these little monkeys, and there's a shit ton of them.
So that's it. There's just a large quantity, and they just keep respawning?
Yeah.
So that might be the difference on why you have to keep attacking them to keep you close. Because for me, once they died near me, a good chunk of them would just respawn right on top of their bones, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So then I would just AFK, and I would always have like at least 6 on me.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it's probably
maybe experiment trying with both. Try if you wanted to AFK it, like Try going to the skeletal monkeys.
Well, I know.
See if you're like, fuck, this is a lot better.
Well, I know just experience per hour, it's better at the maniacals. Like, way, way better.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
you
what's better for no focus?
Yeah, that's true. But I also the monkeys drop prayer pots. So if you're paying attention and shit, like I would go in with like 4 prayer pots and then I'd leave with like almost a whole inventory of prayer pots.
Yeah. But I'm just saying when I tried it, I didn't hate it. I loved it. And like, yeah, it was really expensive, but
yeah.
Yeah, my bank still never recovered. Thank God I'm doing construction, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm going to do stun elking. Because 1, I can just runecraft my own gnats. And 2, it's half the price. You can get the same experience rates, but it's really click intensive.
Yeah, well, wait, let's back up a bit. Explain what stun elking is.
It's using your stun spell. You're like splashing your stun spell. And then...
Okay.
So pretty much you elk, and then during your elking animation, you can cast your stun on, you can splash it on like a bear or whatever the fuck you want to splash it on. And, you're pretty much constantly doing 2 magic spells at the same time. And it's really click intensive, like, if you can imagine, right? You gotta fucking elk.
Do you use a mud staff for that?
Yeah. I think it's the mud staff you're supposed to use. Cause like,
yeah, okay.
For the stun spell, you need I think you need 12 earth and 12 water, so.
As well as body runes.
Yeah, something
maybe
like
not
that.
12, but it's body runes, and then Alking's obviously 5 fire and 1 nature rune.
Yeah, I mean, I can make my own gnats, so if I'm really hurting on money, I can just do that. And I just gotta find out what the fuck am I gonna elk. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I probably should be woodcutting ewes or something instead of fishing.
Good idea.
Because I don't want to go fucking broke doing this. And as of right now, I just kind of want AFK, so I've been doing monkfish. But yeah, maybe I'll just start cutting ewes. And then I'll cut them eventually into longbows and shit. Get the bowstring.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest that. I can't for me, bows were always my go-to elk.
Yeah,
elking item.
I see people elking mine runes and shit, but they're literally just doing that. I don't want to do that. It's fuck, man.
Yeah, no. I don't elk for, you elk to, lose as little money as possible.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. So maybe I'll just man up and start doing that and, get my magic up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Got 94 magic, and I don't regret it at all. You know what's kind of cool? With my magic, I decided once I got level 94 that I'm not going to train it anymore. I'm just going to use magic as as you do.
Yeah.
You can fucking do so much with it. And sometimes I have to kill things with magic, but I'm just not going to pay attention to training it. And I look at it now, I'm at 46%. I'm just it's kind of cool. It's only taken me 6 months to get it, but yeah, I think of it as free experience because I'm not alking shit.
Yeah, at this point,
I might be alking 10 items, but
yeah, at this point it's just all nothing but net. I'm just getting free.
Yeah,
don't even care about the experience. It's just coming.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, let's slide on to the news.
Yeah,
the news for the week. So we're gonna start off with kind of some things they're gonna be polling. So one thing the opening for discussion is to do with the Dagginoth Kings. So I haven't really followed them too much. I guess it'll be good for you because you'll be able to give your input on what you think.
Mm-hmm.
But right now they're thinking about adding another room for DKs.
Is it a private room that they're adding, or what is it?
So there's a few things they want to talk about, right? So because there are a few ideas. Originally, the first one that it came up with was a DK's only on task room. So similar to how the wyverns, if you ever killed the skeletal wyverns, there's another room that you can only go to if you have skeletal wyverns as your slayer task.
Yeah.
So maybe they want the same idea with the Dagginoths. I don't know if it would work as in if you have a Dagginoth task, you can use the room, or if you need to have Dagginoth Kings.
Okay.
Like a boss task, I don't know exactly what they mean by an on-task room. But they understand the risk of the archer, the berserker, the seers, and I guess the warrior's ring too. They understand how it's a very high valued item, and that this could cause some issues with the pricing of them, right?
Yeah.
Causing them to crash. So here's all the ideas that they've kind of brainstormed, and you can tell they definitely like throw us as many suggestions as possible. So anyways, I'm just going to read it. So a single copy of the DK room for use on assignment only, potentially with a diary requirement. Next is the ability to create an instance room on demand, but with no ring drops. The next is the ability to create an instance room on demand with regular loot drops. And then they just say something else. So what do you think of those? And do you have your own suggestion?
I mean, I honestly think if they just had 2 rooms, just 2 normal rooms for Dagnaught Kings, that would be good enough. Doesn't have to be instance.
That would crash the price of all the rings.
Oh yeah, it probably would. They should like...
Because, like, you suddenly have twice the amount of rings coming in.
Yeah.
Much.
I mean, like... Because as of right now, you don't know how many times me and my buddies are like, all right, let's do some DKs. And in our minds, we're like, all right, we're going to be here for a couple hours. So, like, don't fucking get bored 10 minutes in and just ruin the run for the other guy, right? That's kind of like me and my group of buddies. Usually we're like duoing stuff, right? Usually there's only like one person that's able to come. And yeah, so like whenever we go, we're like, all right, we're committing for a couple hours because we're trying to get the Lord of the Rings. We want to get all the fucking ring drops before we leave. Just never happened because people just don't give a fuck. Like they just show up and crash you. We've had it like where it's been 2 of us and then we're like, this is stupid. And we leave and there's like 6 people, not including us there. Like multiple groups get bored and they say, fuck it, we're going to try and crash you. And like,
fuck,
we've had it where like, we're like, oh fuck, it's the weekend. We can't do Dagnaught Kings. Oh, come on. You know, we can always find one room. Come on. And we'll sit there and like, we'll have one person at the bottom of the list, one person at the top. And you know, we're world hopping and just going up and down the list. And we've world hopped for like 30 minutes straight. We've each personally gone through the list like 3-4 times. You go in during solo runs and being like, yo, how long are you going to be here? During duos, how long are you going to be here? And you can't find a room. Like it is so fucking packed. And then once you finally get one, someone's going to come crash you eventually. Like, you know, within an hour, we at least have had one group of people that have tried crashing us every time we go. So, like...
Why don't you guys all just group up and make a massive group?
Because that shit...
No, fuck that.
Like, we've had it where, like, yeah, you know, there's 8 people in total in that room because people just, now it's a you know, you see 6 people in there, fuck it, let's just join them and try and let's just have a DK mass. And it's like... You're at that point, if I get a drop, I'm not splitting it with my buddy because there's so many of us here. And
unless you made an agreement with your one other friend.
But usually as soon as
drops I get or any drops you get.
As soon as it hits 4 or more and like 2 of the people are randoms, you're like, no, this is just a free for all at this point because like
is that fun at all? That sounds a little fun.
It's not. It's really not because the worst is generally the people that are there do whatever they can to make sure you're tanking it. And if they get the drop, they're not going to give you the bones. You know, let's say I have...
Yeah, but then you can make it like... You play the game of, okay, he's not going to tank me. I'm going to do whatever I can to make him tank you. And
but then it turns into everyone climbing up and down the ladder. That's all that happens. And then one person says, fuck it.
True.
And they're
going to lose aggro?
You're just going up and down the ladder. That's just what people do.
That's the only way. You can't just run to the corner of the room.
Not if you've already like hit it. Like if I've hit it and everyone like fucks off, it's like, okay, I'm tanking it, whatever.
But what if you hit it and they all hit it and then you fuck off?
Then like all it does is it fucks your kill 100% because by the time it aggroes into someone else, it's going to be dead. Like it's really annoying. Like when everyone's trying to like balance the aggro. I don't mind tanking it with my friends and shit because like
it sounds like a game. It sounds like kind of fun. Like there's gonna be a strategy to it.
There's no strategy.
Sticking someone with aggro and
it's
like losing it.
It's literally this guy spawns. Everyone waits 5 seconds. Someone hits it and then tries to go up the ladder or some shit like that. It just people.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end, it just
sounds kind of funny. Someone has a crystal bow on long shot and just stays right by the ladder or some shit. That sounds kind of funny.
It's really fucking annoying. Like it's so annoying. Like it gets to a point where I'm always like, all right, I'll just tank it. Can you guys stop being such pussies about it? I'll fucking tank it. Like, all right, man. And then,
Well, that's why you hate it. It sounds like 'cause you're always tanking it.
well, because like,
You gotta get good at the game, bro.
I want to get the kills. I don't want to play ladder simulator. Like, I'm not fucking. If I want to climb ladders and shit, I'll go.
Have you even tried it?
Yeah, of course I've tried it. It gets fucking.
You tried the
being a dick and making them tank. Yeah, of course. Everyone's. It's fucking. It's just boring as hell. And like, I'm there to kill the boss. I'm not there to fucking metagame other people. And like, so when I'm with my friends and I'm tanking it, usually the agreement is like the tank gets like the Dagginoth bone drops and stuff, right? Like you should do whatever you can to like help out that person with making up because they've used all their food, right? Or, you know, let's say we're doing bandos and like everyone would be supplying me with food once I'm running low and they'll be helping me out with food. And then also, you know, giving me the extra drops because I'm tanking it, right? Like I'm the one actually fighting the boss. They're like not doing shit. I mean, DK's is different because there's no mechanics to it. It's just
there's just three. Yeah, there's three bosses.
It's just switching your gear. You kill someone, switch your gear. Kill someone, switch your gear, and then you go in guffins, like the things on the side or whatever, and you heal up. So like it's not too bad, but it's just annoying that like there's times where I've gone to do DKs and and I've actually lost money because there's so many people there trying to crash us, and it is the worst feeling where some fucking maxed account dickhead shows up, gets a really stupid like Dragon Halberd spec on Rex or something, like the melee guy, and then he gets a Zerker ring. Like I've been crashed for like a Zerker ring, I've been crashed for an Archer's ring, and it's just like, oh dude, you're such a little bitch. God, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like we've been here for like an hour, we've got nothing good, you show up, you Rambo spec it, and then you get the drop we're looking for.
Sounds like your group sucks at ladder simulator.
Yeah, pretty much. No, because we just want to like hang out and have fun, shoot the shit while we're just kind of killing a boss in the background. Because DKs are so easy, like they're so easy, and they're definitely the easiest bosses if you have like one other person, like 100% the easiest boss.
True.
I mean, would it like
okay
if they had just like buffed it? Maybe if they make the DKs harder or something, that might be okay.
I don't know.
But, like, creating extra rooms, especially if they're instanced, is, like, a really sketchy game. Like,
depends, though, right? I feel like when they say a single copy of the DK room for use on assignment only, potentially with a diary, requirement, I feel like that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing,
if
though.
If you have
it's
elite requirement done,
I feel like it's
kind of deserve it, I feel.
Yeah, but if that's a requirement, though, it's for Iron Men. You know, like, you'll very rarely find a team down there. They both have on assignment, and they both have the elite done. Because getting the elite done is ridiculous. Like, you have to get level 5 and all the barbarian assaults.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it is pretty ridiculous, but it'll help with the people who have it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe what you're saying is it might not help enough.
No, I think if it's that's literally helping Iron Man. That's not helping the general player base. Like, I honestly think maybe Elite would be just enough, but like, if it's on task for just normal Dagginoths, then I take it all back. But if it's for the boss specifically, then yeah, I don't know.
True.
I like to see some more ideas.
I wouldn't be surprised if nothing. Sorry, say it.
I like to see some like more ideas from them because I do like the idea of them trying to figure out a way to make DKs bearable to boss. Because as of right now, you're kind of like, let's get a group on a Wednesday night. You know, that's the only way you can reliably find a room.
Honestly, I wouldn't be. We'll have to see, but I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happens. If they just no change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I think an instance room with no rings is kind of stupid.
Yeah, no one will ever use it.
See no reason for it.
Yeah,
the ability to create an instance room on demand. When they say on demand, I'm assuming like you spend some money.
Yeah, 100K or whatever. Yeah,
yeah. So, all right. So next they're talking about doing some changes to the Elysian Shield. Basically, they They want it to be like one of the best shields still, and they want to bring it up to kind of keep it on tier with the raid rewards. So right now the Elysian Shield. Okay, so the shield has a special perk to it, I suppose. It has a 70% chance of reducing the damage you receive by 25%. Okay.
Yep.
There's a few things that I guess hit through it, and they want to like moves that'll hit through prayer and stuff like that. They want to make it have a chance of reducing it. That's what they're suggesting. A bunch of monsters here, a lot of bosses and stuff. I guess like they have things like Abyssal Sire and minions, Vetenatus, Vedion, Crazy Archaeologist, Chaos Fanatic, Corporal Beast, Obor, Cave Kraken Boss. Like they have a ton of stuff like that, and I think it's like the shit you can't really pray against.
Yeah.
Have you ever done Zulrah, for example, the gas? Maybe. Also, they're talking about the Divine Spirit Shield.
Yep.
Let me quickly look this up, because I think this is in RuneScape 3. So they're talking about the Divine Spirit Shield. If you played old school if you played RuneScape back in the 2007 era or 2010 and stuff like that, or if you played RuneScape 3, you might already recognize this shield. It's not currently in the game. Right now we have Spectral Spirit Shield, Elysian Spirit Shield, and Arcane Spirit Shield. So, you know what the Elysian does.
Yep.
The Spectral basically has a bonus to magic defense. Nothing special. The Spectral Shield will also reduce the Summoned Souls prayer drain by 50% so it's a monster Cerberus summons. And then the Arcane Spirit Shield has a boost to 20 magic attack. So those are very underwhelming, as you can see. But they want to bring in the Divine Spirit Shield, and what it had done in the past, they changed everything with Invention, and as RS3 turned into EOC, so how it was in pre-EOC days, carried a 100% chance of reducing incoming damage by 30% at a cost of draining your prayer points by 50% of that 30% reduction. Get it?
Yep.
So you would lose prayer. Your prayer would suddenly turn into a shield. You're basically using your prayer as a shield.
Yeah. It's kind of nice that they're thinking of ways of buffing it and making Ellie go back up in price, because it sat like pretty close to a bill for a long time, and now it's like, it's what, like 600 mil? Probably less than that. It's crashed so much. I mean, that's like 600 mil is a lot, but like compared to
no, but still, that's a significant significant crash.
Think about all those stakers that invest their money into Ellie's because they have nothing to put their money into, and then it just almost like loses half its value.
The difference is, I'm just a minor pleb, so the difference between 400 mil and 600 mil to me is like, it's like, it's a huge number that I'm not even close to, so that means nothing to me. You know what I mean?
I mean, thankfully Ellie's still at that price where like I have a buddy who like NMZ'd his stats to do Corp Beast and shit. Like he pretty much almost maxed all the stats, and then got an Ellie with his buddy on like the third kill. And then that like, that boosted his account. His account's like probably 4 months old, and he's got like, what is it, like 1800 or something total level? Okay. Like he's at like 126. Like the Ellie maxed his prayer and his mage and his range and shit. And like it still has the power to, completely make an account if you get lucky. But I think they just want to keep it as like, they want it to go back to that shield that is like super, super valuable. Oh yeah.
I'll just say the drop rate right now, because I just looked it up. I was just curious. For the Spectral and the Arcane, it's 1 in 1,365.
Yep.
So it's pretty rare. And Elysian is 1 in 4,095.
Yes.
So, as you can see, super fucking rare.
Like
it's kind of a hard item to grind out. Let's just say.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dream. But like the one thing,
as it should be though. That's the thing. I'm fine with that. It should be.
Yeah. Like
I barely see anyone with it.
oh yeah, and usually when you do, they're asking for money at Grand Exchange for Dragon Warhammer at full third age.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, and people give them money.
That's how
I've seen one of those guys show up at the Grand Exchange, make 80 mil in like 5 seconds, and then leave. Like, what the hell? But
yeah, it's an epidemic that. Man, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate.
yeah, but I think with the Spirit Shield, like, I mean, I kind of feel like Jagex is always like, oh, we need to make this item better or worth more. Hey, what if we combine this item with this item? Now that fixes like, I don't know. They kind of have like the same resolution for everything, and
we got to find a way to burn some items, right? They don't want
I guess
a huge
so.
influx of these items coming in. Sorry, let me tell you the questions are going to be polling for the Divine Spirit Shield. So, how do you feel about the Divine Spirit Shield? This will help us decide what to pull in the future, if anything. So this is like the pre-alpha, as you would, for this Divine Spirit Shield.
Yeah.
1. It should drop as a sigil that is added to an Elysian shield to create the Divine Shield. So just what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. Burn the Elysian shield and it creates the Divine Shield. 2. It should drop as a sigil that is added to a Blessed Spirit Shield as before. So basically it's its own separate item and stuff. You don't have to destroy any of your other sigils and stuff like that. Quickly explain how it works. You get an item that's a sigil, and you can combine it with a Divine Shield, which is like this, it almost looks like a crystal shield, sort of.
Yeah.
That's 1 in 64, so they're super common. They're not expensive at all. I think they're like 80k. I don't know, but something like that. That's how you create it. Add them two together. So yeah. And third question, it should not be added. And 4, you can skip it. What do you think? For me, I'll just say I'm okay with it being added as a whole new item as itself. At the same time, I wouldn't mind them holding it off as an idea for something later on. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just put this on the list of items to talk about our next PVM update, because there's quite a bit of items out.
Yeah, like I honestly don't know why the Elysian has dropped so hard. Is it just because there's so many in the game? Like, I don't really understand what's going on.
It's been out for quite a bit.
Yeah, but like, I feel like just kind of recently it just crashed a crap ton. Like,
well, this is before, since they've had this the developer blog up, it's actually shot up to about 700 mil.
Yeah, see, but that's just people buying them, getting ready to flip them.
Yeah. So it could just be like, as time goes on, more come into the game. You know what I mean? People lose a bit of interest. Still a ton of interest towards it, but they lose 200 mil worth of interest.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm not expecting to stay at 700, 600 mil for the entirety of old school RuneScape's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess people are worried that it's going to drop down like 100 mil, but I don't think that will ever happen. I mean, it'll always, there'll be a price. It'll probably like I don't know.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see if there's a crisis in the future. Fucking if we enter the depression for the RuneScape economy.
Yeah, I wonder if that's how it ever happened. Probably not.
I wonder if it ever has happened. I never really paid too much attention, and I never really kept track of. Hey, I'm noticing some weird parallels here. Certain things are getting really expensive.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, but yeah, we're not done. There's a few more they're talking about. So they're talking about adding a crack in the floor so that you're able to take a peek into the Calphite and Dagginoth King lair to see if there's anyone in the lair currently, like, fighting the bosses.
See, I'm pretty sure that's already a thing.
For some places, but like...
Oh, like the place. Because you can peek at the Calphite Queen and the DKs to see how many people are in there. There's a peek option. You can like right click on the little cavern thingy and see.
Well, they're saying they want to have it in a safe place. Okay, this is what it says. Should we add a crack in the floor and safe places near the descent to the Calphite Queen's chamber and DK chamber?
Okay, yeah.
So that players can peek and then world hops without being in combat.
Yeah, okay, so they just want to move the location so you can peek, world hop. I like that. I think they should do that.
Yeah, makes it easier.
It is such a bitch having to, like, run away and then run back. Yeah.
Yeah. So next, there's an item you can get called the Dark Relic. That, you get it from the raid, and it basically is just like a lamp. You get some experience. They're asking if they want to increase it, because right now it's kind of, like, minor. They want to increase it to 150 times your level for the skills used in the raid. Combat, mining, those are the examples. And 50 times the level for other skills. Because right now, currently, it is only usable on combat stats, and it provides a much lower amount of experience.
Yeah, it gives you, like, a tiny-ass amount.
Yeah. It's nothing, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how, like, what the percentage is. Like, 150 times... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that.
Well, think about it. If you had 99, it would give you, 15,000 experience?
Yeah, so I guess it's the tiniest amount of boosting.
It's like what I was talking about with magic earlier. You'd get it and you put into a skill, and next thing you know, you'd look at it like, holy shit, I just gained 25% because I've been grinding out this raid. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Fine with that. When peeking into a boss room, if the boss is present, should its current hit points be displayed? Yeah, I think so.
I think that's just more or less quality of life for Iron Man.
Yeah,
but
and just in general though, I've been into a few times where like you go in, the boss is like already almost dead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill it anyways, but still, it's nice to know.
I guess it's nice to know. Yeah,
why not?
Yeah,
it's not hurting anybody. Like, what harm would it do, right? I don't see any harm.
Yeah,
so why not? But anyways, so you want to know if you can unlock the ability to gather noted bars from mithril dragons. So right now they drop some mithril bars. You get them noted. This would apply only while you're slaying them on task, and you'd have to unlock the ability with 200 points. So you already need to pay like 100 points or so, 150, I think, for mithril dragon. So give it some reason right now, because Brutal Black Dragon's just like totally stole its thunder for like farming the dragon full helmet and shit.
Yep.
You know, I think I mixed it up in an episode a few back when I was saying King Black Dragon didn't drop the Visage or something like that. I was thinking the dragon full helmet. That's what I was getting mixed up with.
Oh, truth. I actually don't know how, like, do you have mithril dragons assigned?
That's the thing. I don't have them assigned because they're slow and they're hard to kill, and like the drops are really
lackluster,
anticlimactic compared to other things.
Yeah.
Sure, you can get a huge drop, but yeah, good fucking luck on that. I'm not going to grind that one out. I don't have fucking 12 hours a day to play it.
I think it's a cool idea for them to add it. I think they should,
I would definitely unlock them if they added this. I'd unlock both of them. So, yeah. But then again, I don't know if that would do any harm to the Dragon Full Helmet.
I don't know. Dragon Full Helmet price has already crashed a crap ton.
Yeah, it's still super expensive.
Yeah.
What's it at?
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of for it, because, yeah, right now, I don't know anyone who has them unlocked that would actually do them, like...
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just looking them up right now, it's 16 mil. I know they used to be double that, 32 mil. And their rarity is 1 in 32,768. So
okay, I don't think it would.
That's nobody's trying to farm.
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
There's no way. I'm sure there's always some crazy fucker out there who's going to spend 20 hours a day for 4 months trying to grind it out.
Yeah, I mean, you're better off just doing that with the Dragon Warhammer, though.
Yeah, but Iron Man, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
There's people out there. There's always someone out there. Alrighty. The Trident is a magic staff you can use, and it's kind of like the Iban's staff, where it has its own spell, but like you need to charge it. You need to put in death runes, chaos runes, and fire runes to use one spell, but you have to like put it into the staff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And right now, to do that, if you want to recharge, you have to have both your hands unequipped, like no shield equipped and no weapon. And what they want to change is so you don't need to do that. You can have your hands full.
I mean, I've never found it being an issue. I've never been like, oh my god, I have to empty out my hand. Like,
I always forget, and it always annoys the fuck out of me. I'm always like, click it, and I'm like, hey, why didn't this? Oh, for fuck's sakes. You know what I mean? Like, it takes like 2 seconds, but every time I'm just like, is my thing lagging? What's going on here?
Yeah. I mean,
damn it.
It's never been an issue for me. It's been an inconvenience, but like, you know.
Dude, I've quit this game 3 times because of it.
Yeah, like what? Is it really this big of an issue? I don't really care.
Quality of life, baby.
I guess so.
Let's see it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Should the Spectral Spirit Shield reduce prayer drain by 50% of all prayer draining attacks? This would not include player attacks. As I said before, right now, I think it was the match defense. It does nothing, basically. Sure. Why not? I'd probably boost its fucking price up.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see. I always like when items have these little perks to it. I know they can be like really overpowered. It can really ruin the game. But if done right, they're always fun to have because I like the niche items where like, you know, I like the arc light where I have it and it's actually good. I'm going to use it to kill demons sometimes if I have a lot of charges because it becomes like one of the best in slots for training strength with one-handed or some shit like that. Yeah. Should we shrink the empty cave outside the corpse lair? This will make it less likely to have a map loading trigger in the middle of the fight arena.
Yes. They really should do this.
Okay. And then they want to reduce the King Black Dragon's respawn timer to 2 seconds. 10 seconds.
2 seconds. Constantly.
Instant. Yeah. I feel like that was like Maple Story vac hacking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think any monster spawns in 2 seconds.
But the 10-second respawn timer, I don't like that.
What is it now? It's like 20 or 30 seconds.
Something like that. Maybe like a minute. It should stay at the time.
It's not a minute. It's like 30 seconds. Because I usually stay in this. I don't world hop or anything.
Yeah. It really should just stay at the timer because as of right now, everyone fucking camps King Black Dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it seems like no one has a problem with how long it takes to spawn.
And I think that
if you want to reduce something, reduce the fucking mole mom. I think that's like 2 minutes or some shit.
Oh, really?
Not the giant mole. I always say mole mom. I think that's a Maple Story thing, like the mush mom.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always called it mole mom though.
But that's it for the polls.
Yeah. What do you think about the 10-second? You think they should keep it?
Like I'm like, yeah, I would like it to reduce because sometimes I'm sitting there being like, all right, I got to count down from 12, but it's not a big deal.
I mean, I find the timer right now gives me enough time to loot, go in and out of the cave to like put shit in my looting bag and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, and get ready to, and then I'll have like 5 seconds to deal with it. Now you won't have that time, and with the amount of people camping it, like reducing it, if it's 30 seconds, you know, cutting it into a third of its time would just increase the amount of kills per hour in the game in general, and that would just crash a bunch of prices. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like even in Soul Dragon Heads and stuff would go down, like it's a heavily camped
There's an argument
thing
to be made, but no, yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, for, quality of life ones I'm always for.
Yeah, I don't find
nothing
that one's
stupid.
Where like really,
no, that one, no, not that one, but like the Trident one and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to use that as a segue to move on to the next one. So you killed it. So we're just gonna do it rough. Next, we're talking about what they released. It's silver jewelry, tournament world, and quality of life. Talked about this a few episodes back, probably a handful, but they finally released silver jewelry. I never understood why that wasn't a thing before, but yeah, it's finally here. Let's go through it. So let's go through them. We're going to start with the opal jewelries, and yeah, starting with Ring of Pursuit. 10 charges provides a 25% chance to reveal the entire path of an animal being tracked. This effect can only be triggered on the first steps of tracking an animal. Cool. Chance of a kill. Okay, Expeditious Bracelet, 30 charges. Chance of a kill on a Slayer task, counting as 2 with no additional experience. Dodgy Necklace, 10 charges, provides a 25% chance to prevent a failed pickpocketing from stunning or damaging you. Finally, that one looks kind of useful.
Sounds a little OP.
Next, Amulet of Bounty, 10 charges, provides a 25% chance to conserve some seeds when planting in an allotment patches. Another useful one. It's weird how some of these are fucking dog shit. It seems like... Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I just don't track animals.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that. Next, we're on Jade. Ring of Returning, 5 charges. Teleports you to your current respawn location. Flame Tear Bracelet? Flame Tear? Flamtar?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Flamtar.
That sounds better. Flamtar Bracelet, 80 charges. Each build at Morden Temple is substantially more effective. Necklace of Passage, 5 charges. Teleports you to Wizard Tower, the outpost, south of the Desert Eagles Eyrie in the Kadari Desert. Okay. Amulet of Chemistry, 5 charges. Gives a 5% chance of a 4-dose potion being created while making a potion. Next, now we're on Red Topaz. Epherides Aid, 200 charges. That's the ring. Some of them don't mention what it is at all. Allows any attack to deal damage to vampires. 1 charge is depleted per attack. I really like that. It's good for temple trekking.
Yeah.
That's one thing that pissed me off is I always forgot my fucking vampire killing item.
Yeah.
Okay, Bracelet of Slaughter. 30 charges. Chance of a kill on a Slayer task, not counting towards your task, but still providing Slayer experience. Necklace of Faith. 1 charge. Restores 10% of your total prayer points if hit points fall under 20% of total while worn. Burning Amulet. 5 charges. Teleports you to the entrance to the Chaos Temple. Entrance to the Bandit Camp. South of the Lava Maze. That's kind of cool.
Damn, you know.
A little wilderness amulet.
Yeah, you're gonna be bringing that for your lava dragons? Do you think you'd be using that ever?
I don't know. I'd have to see if it's closer. Then right now I teleport to. I have tabs to Anakarl.
Oh, true.
Which is the. That's it's the demon. What is it? Where the greater demons are in the wilderness in the free to play area.
Yeah.
42 wilderness or some shit. So yeah. The fuck? Do you hear it? Can you hear that?
Nope.
Okay, sorry, I'm just hearing some heavy fucking bass going around my house right now. It's fucking weird. I think there's a UFO hovering above me.
Yeah, dude, it's the FBI.
Weird.
CIA, dude.
All right. Yeah, we have to get through this then before I get fucking probed.
Yep.
All right, so they have the Tournament World out again with a few new surprises. So if you don't know, the Tournament World, you get a maxed account. You can also change your stats to whatever you want. So if you want to be a pure or anything like that, you can do it. You can access a tournament supply chest, which gives you every single item in the game. You can create your character however the fuck you want. It's basically a sandbox mode. But in this time, the new little surprise is now there's the raid rewards. And they're going to be opening Castle Wars to test them out in. So that means you'll be able to test out every raid item that's, the shield, the dragon claws, whatever it is. And you get try out the new prayers. I don't know if you've ever played the tournament. I know you've played the Tournament Worlds because we played them together. But or if anyone out there, if you guys haven't played the Tournament Worlds, fucking, it's a lot more fun than I expect. Every time I go in there, I stick in there for 45 minutes because usually you're in the Clan Wars area and you can jump into Clan Wars and kind of 1v1 other people.
Yep.
And now, they're releasing the Fun Castle Wars. That's pretty cool. Love it. Like I said, you're all maxed out accounts and any items you want. So it comes down to be like, I don't know. Sometimes you can kind of play around like, let's see if this works versus this dude, wearing full bandos versus this dude wearing full Deherok. And definitely check it out. I always have fun in them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, right? Having fun and not gaining experience. Fuck, man.
Yeah, who does that?
All right, in other news, the Fire Max cape has been updated to be animated and look brighter. So, fucking finally, I know that's a huge impact on my
on my fashion scape.
My fashion scape, exactly.
Yep.
So you only need to have every skill to level 99, and once you do that, you get the cool looking fire cape. Does nothing. Another change, you can now catch. Again, this is going to affect, I'm sure, many of you guys listening. You can now catch bats within the raid, barehanded if you have level 99 hunter. Vanguard would lose their health bars, I suppose, when they went into immune to damage. You now see their health bar through the whole fight. The Augury Prayer has been reworded for clarity. The text changed a bit. Nothing about the skill has changed. I guess because our Warlord wasn't able to be safe spotted, but for the Tree Gnome Village quest. Now, again, he's vulnerable to being safe spotted. Corrected the spelling of the dexterous prayer scroll. It's kind of funny. And yeah, you no longer get a raid starting. Message about the raid starting without you if you're not in the raid area. Sorry. Yeah, so that's it. Cool. Little changes here and there, and those are all the changes for the week and the things that they've been talking about.
They also changed the boostings of the stats. I think they have it. They didn't really word it that well, but it sounds like if you boost your stat, like, for the first time, like, let's say you have nothing boosted or that's not boosted or whatever, your stat will stay boosted for a longer time. Like, I've had it where...
Yeah, I missed that, okay.
Where like, I'll boost something and instantly drop a level.
Yeah, okay, because of those ticks.
Yeah,
right?
like, I've had it just bad timing, right? Because it's like an invisible 1 minute timer. So I guess they have it set, or they're trying to make it, I guess, so that if it's your first time boosting, it'll just start off at a minute. Which is pretty nice. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry I missed that. Fuck. Yeah, so okay, those are all the prayers stuff. Let's talk about the silver jewelry.
Are there any that you like and any you think that are not needed?
A lot of them I just won't use. Some of the hunting ones, or I'd probably use the Morton Temple one if I did it, but I don't really do it. Some of the Slayer ones I probably wouldn't do, but I definitely wouldn't use those because I'd probably feel like having Barrow's gloves. They're both bracelets, right?
Yeah.
So I think I would feel like Barrow's gloves would trump them every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I said trump.
Nice. Nice meme.
So again, I'm not going to use it though, but I might use it if I was on my lower level or on a pier or something. Yeah, I'd definitely use it on my pier if I'm trying to grind out some Slayer.
Yeah, if it's a good task or something.
Yeah, a lot of them are pretty cool. Like the one that 5% chance of a 4-dose potion being created while making a potion. I'm just like, oh, that's sure, okay, why not?
That's free money.
Yeah,
basically
I like that. 5% chance. You don't notice it too much, and it's really kind of fun. Yeah, they have just little helpful things. Some of them are really good. They're all like pretty useful. A lot of them are more useful than some of the gold items. So
yeah,
there's that. You?
The ones I really like are like the dodgy necklace, like the one that provides 25% chance to prevent like a failed pickpocket from stunning or damaging you. I think
that's a good one.
I think that is something I'll be using quite a bit. And same with the Amulet of Bounty, the one that helps, like, that lets you preserve seeds when planting an allotment patches, mainly because watermelon seeds are so expensive.
Yeah, and then every farm patch has 2 allotment patches, whereas herbs and the flowers have 1.
Yeah, so that can help save so much money.
Always like the teleports.
Yeah, the teleports are nice. A little bit of a quality of life there. I think the Flame Tar bracelet, that lets you solo Shades of Morton, and you have to do that for a quest. And doing that mini game, you needed other people. And it was
I haven't done it.
Yeah, I did it once for like a quest or something, but yeah, like now you're able to solo it, which is pretty huge. But like the things, the Slayer bracelets and stuff, I don't think I'd ever use on my main.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't know. It's an inventory slot that, like, I don't really care to. I don't want to switch between my gloves and the bracelet every time I'm about to kill something. It's kind of a...
Yeah, it's the ones that you're going to benefit from are, like, some of the amulets and shit for, like, pickpocketing, or, like, the amulet for pickpocketing, because you're not really wearing an amulet. You don't need an amulet for pickpocketing, right?
No, you don't. Not at all. So that's pretty nice. I mean, Ring of Pursuit...
It fills the slot up?
Yeah, Ring of Pursuit's kind of dead content. Not
many people track, but I'm sure there's going to be some people who are like, oh, I'm going to fucking use this.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm saying, like, that's a shitty item, but I was like, I shouldn't say that. I just don't fucking track animals.
I think I did when I first started leveling up Hunter at my lower levels. I think. I'm not too sure, though.
Did birds, and then I did the eagle when I could. Caught fucking otters, is it?
The kebbits?
Badgers? I don't know.
I remember doing those kebbit things for a while, but... Yeah, it might make the experience worth it to actually track animals now. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Necklace of Faith. I don't know. It might be nice.
That's the one that restores 10% of your total prayer when you fall under 20%. So I was trying to think, like, what could you do with this? You could
maybe if there's like two or
it'd be
three
good
people
for, like,
trying to rag you while you're deep wilderness, might be a good backup.
maybe for bossing if it's like a boss, or maybe if you're just like you could pray and finish your task off on like monsters, but you're like out of food and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, probably a good use for Iron Man. Maybe use those topaz.
Maybe you could throw it on, get your prayer back, instantly throw on redemption, heal back your health.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. That sounds horrible, but it's there. Yeah, they're there though. They're all kind of nice. They're all pretty cheap because it's silver. None of them are really hard to get. So
yeah,
there's no reason for any of them to be like, $100K.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially because they're all expendable, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all have charges. So that's it. That's what's in for the news this week. Actually, one thing I did want to talk about though, if you look at the silver jewelry, all the pictures for them are fucking different. Like, they don't look like their gold counterparts.
Yeah, like they have their unique. It's not like
they look a bit unique.
It's not like they just recolored them. It looks like they actually made new models and stuff.
No, they did, yeah, because like, so yeah, they changed it. And I was like, that's weird. That seems unnecessary. Guarantee you there's going to be a thread where people are bitching about it. Lo and behold, people are bitching about it. Okay, so anyways, they have them with a different picture. So yeah, I guess these are the unenchanted ones. They look a little bit different.
Oh.
Mod West showed up and said, we just want to try to differentiate between, what's an enchanted jewelry and what's unenchanted. So we wanted to just separate it, but even still, none of the images match the gold ones, so it doesn't really make much sense. But he even says the bracelets, because it's not the same picture. Well, anyways, he says the bracelet itself looks terrible. He's like, it looks awful. You know what I mean? Like, the bracelet model is quite bad. So he's going to try to bring that up and get it fixed. So
yeah,
pretty cool. But
yeah, I guess it's just a little things.
It's a little thing. It's just, I don't understand. I don't want to make a big deal over it. Like, it's not a big deal. But it's just, I literally just, like, I don't, maybe somebody wanted to be like, yo, I'm going to try to design these to look better, and maybe they'll want to change the gold jewelry to look like that or some shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah, it was just a little inconsistent, let's just say. But, again, Jagic's pretty good at that, right?
Yep.
That's it. We've kind of talked a lot about, just what we've been doing and the news a little bit and stuff, but we're not going to go over a hot topic this week just because we finished with the raids. There's still the lore we want to touch on. We did not forget about that. It's just, there's a lot to that. It just takes a lot of work, so we're going to, work on that. But, I've got some shit going on. Deagin over there has been dying of something. So, yeah, we'll kind of like bring this show to a close.
Yeah, we're hitting pretty deep in
some solid time. Dude, fucking sponsors gonna love this one.
Hey, buddy.
You. But yeah, I just want to say though, we're still really experimenting with the show. Like, we're very big amateurs with it. We're kind of inconsistent with some things, but we're working on things and learning a lot as it goes on. And a lot of what you guys have suggested and your feedback, we've definitely taken into consideration. And again, I'm not really great with like the fucking recording and editing and stuff, so I'm learning that as well. And we're definitely, over time, we're just going to improve as it goes on. But like, yeah, definitely give us suggestions of things you like to hear. Where we have segments, stuff we're thinking about, and things that would work. We could be consistent with and stuff like that. And yeah, so if you see some changes with the show and stuff, it's kind of expected. I guess we're still a little early with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still a fairly new show.
Yeah, feedback and everything. Writing in is always helpful and good to see.
Yeah, so yeah, if we do some changes or experiment a bit, let us know. If anything you guys fucking hate, anything that, like, and if there's any parts that we just suck at, do let us know, because, I'm always improving on not sucking. Not sucking. But, about it.
Yeah.
Right? You can think of anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's pretty much it for now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so again, just letting you guys know, maybe expect some changes if we do to just some of the segment parts. We're definitely going to still talk about the news.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll just keep that out there. And that being said, you feeling better? How's your week looking? What are you looking to get done? What are you looking to get done? And then next week we can talk about how you didn't do it.
RS-wise, I'm not really too sure. Like, I'm still kind of up in the air with my goals and whatnot. Well, For Honor beta comes out this weekend and whatnot, so I want to play that a lot.
I'm gonna have to try that. It looks cool.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna gotta catch up on school that I missed because I was sick and all that. So I don't know. I don't really have anything concrete planned out this week.
Word up. I'm hopefully gonna get Monkey Madness 2. Morning's End Part 2 finished. Maybe I'll get the Master Clue done. That's basically my hopes. We'll see if I get stumped by some fucking get 90 wood cutting for redwoods.
Yeah, buddy.
Hopefully bring that Final Fantasy game time back to where I was a little bit. Probably won't be able to do it as much, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess that's it. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll leave it at that. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for listening. Take care. To stay up to date with show news, RuneScape news, or just shitpost and hang out, you can find us on Twitter at TheWildernessRS. You can feel free to join our Facebook group at facebook.com/TheWildernessPodcast. We also have a YouTube channel set up, so feel free to check us out by just searching the name of the show on YouTube. You'll also see it over at Twitter and on Facebook as well. We also have an email set up, so if you want to get in contact, maybe have some questions or something you want to hear discussed, a story you want to tell us, or just some feedback, you can email us at thewildernesspodcast@gmail.com. And we also have a Discord set up. And if you feel like you want to join and maybe hang out, play with some other scapers, just let us know. Send us a message, get in contact, and we'll get you in there. Thanks again for listening. We can't appreciate it enough. Have a good night.